We're here in Arundel today with Advanced Leach Fields at a septic inspection. And if you're thinking of buying a home in southern Maine, a lot of houses do have septic systems. So here's a great opportunity for you to see what it's all about. The first step in a septic inspection is to locate the septic tank and dig a hole to find and remove the outlet cover.
That is why we open it, because that is a filter. And that filter is very, very plugged. The tank is actually backed up right now. Basically, not every system has a filter. A filter is a screen set at the outlet end of the tank. Its design is to capture solids that were not separated naturally in the tank. I always compare this to the plug in a bathtub. If that's plugged or down, this tank is just going to continue to rise and rise and rise. Eventually, it's going to go either out of the tank onto the ground or back into the house. We don't want any of that. So keeping that filter clean is going to go a long way to minimizing the amount of issues. The job of the tank is basically to intercept all the solid waste that comes through with the liquid. The baffles channel the water in a manner that allow grease and oil to float, solids to sink to the bottom, and the effluent, which is the wastewater, to go up through the filter, through the baffle, and out to the field where absorbed in the ground.
All right, and this tank you said you would suggest to be pumped how often?
Every 3 to 5. In your case, probably closer to 5, and definitely having it pumped now for a couple of reasons. One, because of the excessive buildup in the tank, but also I did find some of the wipes, which they do advertise flushable, and you can flush them. Lots of things can be flushed regardless of what they are, but that doesn't mean when they get into the septic system that they're going to be treated properly. And what they will do is actually stay in the tank. They won't break down. So they can create all sorts of trouble, not only for you, but even when the pumpers come, they're going to have a hard time getting those out of the tank. So the good thing is, it's still in the tank. The filter stopped it from going any further. Pump the tank, clean it, and everything's back to normal.
After Nick inspects the septic tank, he then determines the location of the leach field for the inspection. Here is Nick using his tools to find and follow the pipes from the septic tank to the distribution box and leach field.
So that is the end of the field.
Nick, what type of system is this again?
These are concrete chambers.
Okay.
There's a variety of different devices they can use: plastic chambers, concrete chambers, conventional, and then there's a lot of other proprietary devices. This is the most common under a driving area because they are designed to handle quite a bit of load rating, which is great. So you can drive on it, plow it off, and all that. And like I said, what we have here is the chamber. And down beside it, the way these sit up about 16 inches or so, and there are holes in the sides. So if this chamber were to start to fill with water, it's going to start to spill out the sides, which is what we're looking for now. And obviously we don't see any water here. The stone itself is very clean. The filter fabric is a nice touch over it. So everything here looks really good.
Nick, how long does a system usually last?
The target life on a conventional system is right around the 35-ish year range. Some of the chamber systems are a little less based on the fact that they have to do a little more treatment of the water. But consistently we see the conventional systems go over 40, and these concrete chamber systems as well. So overall, the system drain field looks great. We have no water, no staining, no ponding, anything that would be alarming. The plug filter was cleaned, that drained down immediately. All that's left now is the tank should be pumped out, and then the system will be right back into almost new condition.
When buying a home in Maine that has a septic system, it's one of the first items that I do recommend my buyers have inspected. It's one of the greatest unknown items. In fact, a brand new complete septic system can range anywhere from $6,000 to upwards of $25,000 and more. So if you're buying a home, please make sure that you do have the septic inspected. Thank you again to Advanced Leach Fields for working with us on this video.